Okay, another tutorial. This one on the idea of profiles and reveals. So I want to explain an alternative way to the type, the way of using the types. If you go to edit type after selecting a wall, and you go to edit preview, you can set this to section, and you can go to the bottom or top or any area actually, and you can create your own little gadgets here, such as reveals and sweeps. This is a very good option, but you're doing everything in regards to the type, which means that all the walls that you have created under that type, basic wall and whatever name you have given, it's going to have that set of reveals, that set of profiles, etc. So what if we want to create our own more I guess instantaneous or more singular elements for some walls? So there's another way of doing it, and that's the way I'm going to do it now. So if you go to architecture and walls and expand that option, you have wall architectural, structural, biface, and the two last ones are wall sweep and wall reveal. Okay, for the sweep, you see how it does not allow us to place it anywhere we want. It's like saying you're forbidden to put it there, it's forbidden to put it in the floor, in the structure, but the second you get close to a wall, it starts showing something, starts giving us the opportunity to place something there, in this case a profile there. No, you can already see before pressing that it turns like it's like gray, so it's going to be more of a rectangular, if not square, profile. So that allows you to place it more freely throughout the wall, and you can even place it in the other walls. A good thing is you can place it here, navigate yourself to the other side and make it also in the other wall, and in their meeting point this will be fillet, no, with a little angle detail. Obviously the profile in this case is great just because you have to select it and tell it to have a specific material, such as edit type, material. You can click that and you go to material editor and you can say brick and common. Okay, and there you go. So another thing we can do is select that same profile, edit type, and other options or functions that we have is here. Profile is set to default, and what we can do is change the profile here to any other size. That also is an option. So we can say 2 bricks, okay, and that will change. You can also edit type that one. Now as you can see, we're changing always the same cornice, so I strongly recommend that before doing any change to the types, you duplicate and call it cornice 2 or cornice brick, brick 2, or the name that really describes the option, and then change your settings. You can go to profile again and say precast, or you can create your parapets, etc. I will do another example with parapets. 3 bricks, that changes, etc., etc. No? You can do again another wall sweep, place it there, snap into the top. It gives you the same one, because we change it actually. That should be default with no material. So you can actually access it, duplicate, call it parapet, for example, and here tell it to be a parapet of 20 inches wide, and instead of brick common, you probably want to do something like concrete precast probably, and say okay. see that. Good. You can do it again. Wall sweep. Select that top. Good. Select that one. Edit type. And take the parapet that you have duplicated. Okay. And in theory, if everything goes well, those two should merge. So if it doesn't, just delete them and create it again at the same time. So just say here, parapet. Select carefully the top line here, and again, top line, escape, and there you have it. So sometimes you have to do a couple times to really match carefully. Okay. Now, good. That's profiles and default profiles. Let's do the same for rebuilds. Same thing. We go to the wall, and we're gonna be able to set any rebuild we want. So if we set a rebuild here and escape, what it does is a little void cut. What I will do is select that one, edit type, and duplicate rebuild like 2 or something, and change also. You can change the profile if you have 1 brick, 2 bricks, C profiles. Not many of those are there, right there, but you know, you can select between the 4 that they have there. So we'll rebuild 2 and make it exactly the same place there. So again, that one's giving you the problem. So what you can do is just make sure that you do the rebuilds at the same time. Rebuild 2, say 1, 2, and then you close it, and it should perfectly match. Now at this point, we're seeing that we have an issue here with, first, how high is this rebuild, how high that profile is, and not only that, what if we want our own profile or our own rebuild definition, no? So in order to set these rebuilds more properly, I will go to the floor plan, and we have this section, and I'm gonna double click and see the rebuilds and the cuts. So you can always say a DI, as in dimension, and go from the level to the bottom of the rebuild and see those numbers. And then according, I have this page, you can see all the dimensions for different bricks. What you can do is change the height of this rebuild or profile so it fits a very uneven number of a dimension here. You can do 2 ways. Just create a line here, LI. Doesn't let me. So I'm gonna do it the other way. Actually, select the profile. In this case, the rebuild. If I try to change that dimension, I cannot change it. I mean, this is the good thing about Revit, that you cannot trick it easily. There is ways, but I will not explain that. But you can select what you want to move, and then select the dimension, and then you can change that carefully. So again, you select that one, Control, if I remember well. Let me see. There you go. So again, you select what you want to move and double click on the text. It's just that sometimes it's tricky. So this command, so you can set it to 20 feet, and what it does is move that element that you have selected previously. So again, select, double click, or click directly on the text once and say like 18. And what you're doing is, if we can do WT, close that window, WT, zoom, extend. What we're doing while we're doing that is changing the height of that rebuild, no? So again, you select the rebuild, select the text, put it to 20 feet, and you see how it moves. And as long as you control these dimensions, you're gonna be sure that it's rebuilding in the correct position, and always in relation to the brick proportion, no? That the same goes to the profile coming out. You can say DI for dimensioning, select that one, select the bottom part, let it be there, select text, and you know, if it's multiple of 8, I think, You can move a little bit, as you can see, or you can see 30 goes out, gives you an error, so be careful with those things. Set it to 20 and 0, and this is going to be in the same place. We don't want that, so 24. There you go. Perfectly matching with the rest of the, you can combine, rebuild, and profile, etc. No? Good. Next step, what I'm going to do is, what if we want our own profile, our own definition? So the way to do that is dealing with families, and it's a little more advanced. But basically, if we go to Revit here and we say new family, just don't say for now, you have a list of family types that you can select from. If you wanted to do a door, you will start from a door Revit, a family type. In this case, we're going to deal with what is called profile. So we have profile and profile rebuild. Each of them is different. So if you just do both of them very fast, profile, I'm going to create a couple lines because this is a family-based interface. It's pretty much like Revit. It has floors and you can create elevations and so. And what you need to do is several lines, enter the sketch mode, and let's say you want something crazy just to see the example. Let's say 4 angle here, and like something more funky, so we see exactly what's happening. If you save this, it's good to save it actually where the families are saved, which is precisely in the Revit folder structure. But I'm gonna just save it in the desktop for now. I'm gonna call it profile Severino. So we see that obviously this name should be comprehensive to what kind of profile you're dealing with. You say save, and here's the step from a family. Again, it's not exactly a Revit file. It's a family aside from Revit file. You have to load into the project. And if you only have this project, it will automatically load here, okay? If not, it will ask you, where do you want to put it? So it's a good thing to know. At this point, nothing seems to happen, but if you go to wall, not rebuild, because we've been dealing with wall sweep, it takes whatever last profile we selected. As you can see, it's the parapet. So what we can do is click there. Well, let's just check the cornice for now, put it there. But here's what we can do: select that cornice and say edit type. We can say duplicate and call it like special or Severino detail. Say okay, and within the profiles now, we are going to have the option of profile Severino. So you can say okay, and there you have it. It's exactly, and I'm going to Control Tab to see how it is. This represents the wall. To the right, it's outside of the wall. So this will just sweep all around. You can keep on sweeping, and Severino detail, you can just place it here. And again, let's see if it works. If it doesn't do it, just do it again and make sure that you do it 2 times so it understands that those are connected. No? In terms of materials, you probably need to do a little more work on what kind of material. You can always select, go to your profile type and just change that to another material. So it's very similar to how you will deal with rebuild. If you go Revit, new, and you say family, one of the options you have here is rebuild. Rebuild, open, slightly different, just telling you this is the wall, so watch out. And you just need to create a set of lines. And then, again, I'm gonna do a little funky one so you can see. It has to be always close, and you have to save it. Rebuild, Severino, save, and load into the project. Again, here you have 2 options. So we want to set it to the project of Revit. You can say rebuild, place that one, select, edit, duplicate, rebuild, let's say Severino, say okay, and here you should have the new profile. to rebuild 70, and there you go. So you see, even if it's quite crazy, you get those incredible rebuilds. So if you want to place them again, let me see, old sweep profile. Oh, because I said I want rebuild 70, 1, 2, and believe it or not, it does it. It's the crazy thing about computers. It even does weird, crazy things. Okay, hope you like that one.